Both teams tonight dealing with some injury. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Porter. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And so here's Denver. Here's Jokic. And the 3 off target. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame.
And Gordon is a guy who plays within himself, stays within the confines of the offense, only attempts shots that are in his range.
Jackson passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Kicks it to Gordon. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. The 3. Denver grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Rivers passes to Porter. Over Morris. Off the left rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Outside Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And here's Morris for 3. Kept alive.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Rivers looking over the floor. Pass to Gordon. Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Denver. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Cousins, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this, Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick? He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
So it's Denver now. Rondo missing on the 3. Jokic with the bucket.
Jokic has the ability to score from just about anywhere, but he's most dangerous inside. Tremendous skill in the painted area.
Here's Rondo. No good on the triple. Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Rivers finds Gordon. They get it back. Now Jokic, he's guarded by Cousins. Second shot opportunity. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 6.
Showing off that nice mid-range jump. Jokic knows he has the green light to take these shots.
Here's Rondo. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Denver in the lead. And Porter, here we go. Here's Gordon. Got a hand on it. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverly with the ball. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Jokic. And that's going to be a travel. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Beverly for three. Rebounded by McGee. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Lays it up off the glass.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
A good close contest so far. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Harrison in it, the shooting guard. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Los Angeles with another miss. Denver leading by 4. And that one's good. Harrison.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. That's a 2 from Kennard. Denver grabs the miss. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Good, and it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
This is to McGee. And he finishes nicely on the layup. McGee's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
It's deflected. The pass to Beverly. That shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Morris is checked in. Millsap against Morris. Morris trying to free himself up, and they get it back. And that one, good. McGee's got 6 points in the quarter.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Passes it to Harrison. 5 to shoot. Here's Millsap. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Jackson has the open look, but they get it back. Zubac finds Jackson, and here's Morris for 3. Harrison with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Lob pass to George. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I tell you what, mind-blowing experience when you look at Paul George as a dunker. This guy makes alley-oops look easy.
Jackson against Morris. Green kicks to McGee. The Clippers grab the miss. We've got 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Jackson, the shot's good on the assist by George.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
And here's George for 3. Second chance shot. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with their... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2 spot. Outside Leonard. From downtown. Unable to get that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. Porter dishes to Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. The Nuggets leading by 6. And here is Morris. Out left to the wing. Here's Jokic. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Jokic has got 8.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Jokic. Porter dishes to Morris. Pass to Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
And so he makes both from the line.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Beverly with the ball.
And Beverly has tremendous speed, both in how he passes and shoots it. Tough to cover in the screen and roll.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. The pass to Rivers. On the wing, Gordon. He's covered by Leonard. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The fader. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 5. Now the Clippers moving it up. Batum leading the charge.
Boy, the quick feet and long strides of Batum, especially lethal in the open court.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Passes to Jokic. And a wide open look for Porter. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Now here's Porter. Outside Gordon. Kennard against Porter. From deep. The Nuggets with the new 14. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Leonard with the steal. Bounce pass from Beverly. Kennard for 3. The Clippers rebound. The shot, no good. Denver leading by 6. 1:06 left in the third. So far in this one. And the 3 ball is good.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Pass to Jokic. That's tipped. And the turnover again by Denver. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Clippers trail by 5.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Over to the wing. Here's Mann. His 3-pointers off the mark. Millsap inside. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Jermichael Green is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Clock at 6. Gordon inside. Leonard's there. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Clippers trail by 5. On the wing, Morris. Zubats. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Green dishes to Morris. Stolen by Zubac. Morris looking over the floor. And Morris throws it down.
And when he's aggressive, watch out. Morris finishing through the contact, now going to the line to try and add one more.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Boy, the points they've produced off their play in the post have been so valuable for them in this game, guys. I mean, it's been a huge part of what they're doing.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
From 8, Millsap kicks to Harrison. Millsap trying to get open, and that one's good. Harrison. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for Gordon. Jokic subbed in for JaMychal Green.
When George has the ball in a comfortable spot, he's looking to draw the foul, feeling that there's nobody that can stay with him.
The Nuggets shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Jokic against Morris. Tries to save it. And here we go with Morris running it up the court to take the lead. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. A 3 from Morris. They get it back.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Morris into the lane, and it's sent back by George. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Lob pass to George, an emphatic LU jam.
And George just has an uncanny knack for providing these kinds of baskets. And he makes it look so easy.
There's Harrison, guarded by Jackson. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
From deep, George, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Now the pass to Jokic. And now the Clippers on the break. Morris with the ball. George with no one around. That doesn't go either for George. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Morris passes to Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. He's much better off making him go to the line.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Paul Millsap.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Here's George on the wing, Morris. From deep three-point range, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Morris outside. So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
You know, one of the things I like about Jokic's game is that he's a great passer for a center. And In many ways, his game reminds me of Vlade Divac's.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Rivers checked in.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
George double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Denver now. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Jokic. It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
George passes to Zubac. Morris against George. 6 to shoot. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And Leonard stays with it.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
And so it's Denver. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The city of Denver is in. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic has captured.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Denver, Austin Rivers is out there with Harrison. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 4. Here's Harrison. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Porzingis with the steal. Here's the break. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Cauley Stein.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
An even 3-on-3 break. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Porzingis. Tries from 10. Great positioning on the putback.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Rivers looking over the floor. Inside. Stripped away. Right side Porzingis. Here's Richardson. Back to Porzingis. He gets that one.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Now, here's Doncic. Cauley Stein passes to Richardson. And it's Jokic with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Porter. Nice D from Doncic.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Off target with his 3. It's been a slow start here for Denver. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. And Dallas also making a switch. Hardaway's checked in. Dallas leading by 6. Jokic with the steal. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic does such a nice job of doing everything in this offense, including the drive this time.
Doncic feeling it out. Rivers against Richardson. Passes it to Cauley Stein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's got great activity, does Willie Cauley Stein, and that time the activity helped him to draw a foul.
Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Trey Burke comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The pass to Millsap. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Now here's Marjanovic. Pass to Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Pass to Gordon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Brunson the pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Outside, Green. Hardaway with the steal. Cauley Stein finds Brunson. That 3 off the mark. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Campazzo. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Dallas has gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
3 seconds left, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
It's all tied in Denver. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Aaron Gordon out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Porter. And there's JaVale McGee. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Finney-Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That shot wide open. Doncic has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Dallas.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Passes to Jokic. Porter kicks to Jokic. Offensive rebound, and Porter putting it right back in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Down low, Cauley-Stein. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Cauley-Stein's got 6.
And they've had 2 completely different quarters. Field goal percentage just over 20 in the first, and they shot themselves out of that slump and have the lead here in the second.
Harrison passes to Jokic. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Jokic finds Porter. Back to Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. All going up court. And there's Richardson on the assist from Cauley-Stein. Richardson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Over Jokic. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 2. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Powell with the steal. And here we go. Burke heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. Basket good.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Brunson. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of the game. Burke finds Powell. Dallas moving it around. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. That ties the game.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded by Rivers. Porter in the corner. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's McGee with the jam.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Burke dishes to Hardaway. Back to Burke. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Burke's got 4 points in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here's Rivers. Floats it up for Jokic. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. They're in good position at the half after a second. And
after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Richardson. Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. They get it back, and the shot is good. McGee's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 8 points.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Morris kicks the ball. Oh, good on the 3. Maverick shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Millsap laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 6.
Even though Millsap draws the contact there, he does an incredible job forcing that one through the hoop.
Richardson the pass to Doncic. Shoots from 12. Pass to Porzingis. Over Bull. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Bull. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Well, after the boos on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and he keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league.
Gordon's checked in for JaVale McGee. The Mavericks also with a sub. J.J. Redick's checked in for Cauley-Stein.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Morris kicks the ball. Over Porzingis. Mavericks with the rebound. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. And now an 8-point Maverick lead.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
to the middle. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
And they double up Doncic. Here's Redick. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Clock at 6. Porzingis. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. The Nuggets trail by 6. Kicks it out to Gordon. And he makes good on the layup. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Doncic with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
1:06 left in the third. Morris into the lane. Pass to Gordon. Right side, Millsap. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Dallas leading by 6. And the wide open shot from Redick. And he's good on the 3-ball.
I love how Redick gets it going from distance. Really a tremendous three-point shooter.
There's the dish to Bowl. Porzingis with the block. They retain possession. Doncic with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Nuggets have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Doncic outside. It's Richardson on the wing. Redick for 3. That one doesn't go. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. JaMychal Green is out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hardaway has got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs. Now here's Rivers. Burke covering. Now Rivers. Green up on top. Pulls up. Here's Jokic. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Marjanovic finds Brunson. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Oh, Porter in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the opening.
Hardaway against Porter. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Rivers. And the shot goes in.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Burke can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Zinkis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Cauley Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Richardson in for Trey Burke. Here's Jokic. Count it. Jokic just got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Brunson scanning the floor. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein doing what he does best on offense, looking to throw it down.
Now the pass to McGee. Here's Harrison. Pass to Porter. The feed to McGee. It's Rivers on the wing. Pass to Harrison. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And there it is for him.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Richardson the pass to Brunson. Dallas moving it around. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's Harrison. Rivers in the corner. There's Porter at the three. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Outside, Porzingis passes it to Brunson. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Porter with it. Hardaway picks him up. The pass to Jokic. To take the lead. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Fast break, Dallas with the putback.
That's a huge confidence boost right there for Kristaps Porzingis. He's proving he's got what it takes in those moments.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. It's a 5-point game. Harrison passes to Jokic. There's the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Brunson. To the inside. Releases from 15. Hardaway with a wide open look. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
For the land of the...
It's time for the NBA. DH,
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, Gordon out there with Jokic, and it's Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. The shot by Powell, no good.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And the basket by Gordon. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Lob pass to Gordon. The kick out to Porter. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Love the unselfish mindset. I mean, McCollum is always looking to set his guys up.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good from outside. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Here's Lillard, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Porter.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Rivers against McCollum. And that one drops.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
Campazzo covered by Lillard. Gordon inside. Covington's there. A reverse, and Gordon lays it in. Gordon's got 6.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. Lillard with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Powell, no one around him. Portland, no good that time either.
Well, that's just a lucky break for deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Tips it, and the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, he plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Back to Covington. 3-pointer. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Jokic. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Jermichael Green, he's checked in for Denver. Portland also making some changes. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. Jones comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Here's Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now here's Rivers. Goes back up. Crafty move. He takes it up and lays it in.
These buckets help Rivers get going. The defense can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Simons. Back to Powell. There's the pass to Cantor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Rivers scanning the floor. It's tipped. Outside Anthony. That one no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazer. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where things are going well, so...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard.
Crafty pump fake by Kanter right there. Outwitted the defender and won himself a trip to the line.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And Kanter drops them both. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The shot by Anthony, no good. The Nuggets trail by 3. Ball stolen. And here they go. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Jones. Back to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, Kanter has led the league in offensive boarding rates. I mean, when you think about it, perhaps the best at picking up his teammates' misses. You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out of his team.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. And he lays it straight in. Kanter's got 6 in the quarter.
And Simons a bit undersized at that 2-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Here's Harrison after Enes Kanter's basket. Just 5 to shoot. Harrison. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Nasir Little picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. Aaron Gordon comes in for Jermichael Green. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. A.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Little. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard with the bucket.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. The speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Passes it to Harrison. Gordon against Covington. Shot from 6. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters. But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? Let me pull up and bury the three in transition.
Pass to Millsap. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers leading by 8. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Powell's got room, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Powell's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Rivers. He dishes it to Millsap. Nurkic against Jokic.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
And he's able to get it back. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. McCollum against Rivers, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Down by 15. Powell with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Lillard.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road. His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And a wide open look for McCollum. They grabbed their own miss.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out in transition. He wants to run down the throw to the D, burn him in the open floor.
Covington with the steal. Lillard with no one around. That falls. Ice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Morris, and he gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Portland out in front, opening up. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jets. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. And no doubt that C.J. McCollum's a great player all the time. But Shaq, he has that DNA where he turns it up for big games.
Yes, he does.
And that'll do.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Porter is out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Rivers. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Nice D from Lillard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
The Nuggets really having a tough go here. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Up and in on the layup.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. McCollum, no good.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Jokic. Here's Green. The pass to Jokic. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Jokic has got 5.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
For the Nuggets, JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic, and it's Harrison in for Austin Rivers. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kicks it to McGee. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Here's Simon, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Green, the pass to McGee. It's good. He's got 6. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points. 1:44 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Green kicks to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Nobody near Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter with it. Jones covering. McGee against McCollum. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? McCollum outside. Simons, the pass to Nurkic. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Passes it to McGee. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Trailblazers leading by 20. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Simons. The 3. Good on the triple. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter. They kick it out to Green. McGee. It's good on the putback.
And see, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice it.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Norman Powell, Robert Covington out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Kanter, high post. He kicks to Powell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trailed by 19. And Jokic wide open. He shoots, but they'll get another chance. And stolen by Lillard. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And a switch here also for Portland. McCollum's checked in. Morris outside, stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Back to Kanter, fires from deep. No good on that one. And Denver the other way now. Fast break, here we go. McCollum against Jokic. Over McCollum. And it's Jokic missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
McCollum against Jokic. Now here's McCollum, guarded closely. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Kanter's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
The baseline J. And the jumper is on the mark. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Morris finds Rivers. And here's Jokic. Shoots over Kanter. And that one's good. Jokic.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Kanter. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game.
A focal point of this offense. Jokic is comfortable handling the bulk of the scoring load on this team.
Porter against Powell. Fires for 3. Millsap grabs the miss.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. McCollum passes to Lillard. Whistle blows, but that's going to be a travel. The Nuggets trail by 17. Inside, deflects the pass. Jokic against Lillard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kanter. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Trailblazers.
What do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
I think you have to look at their field goal percentage. They just shot the ball much better than the opponent, and they were getting great looks all game long.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jusuf Nurkic.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. McCollum finds Kanter, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
Jokic hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
He must have a real good feel for the fadeaway. I mean, he uses it even when no one's on him.
Lillard left side. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And a wide open look for Porter. Knocks down the three ball.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it has to be frustrating to catch fire when the game is already over. I mean, this is not the outcome they want.
McCollum, no good. Here's Jokic. Offline. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big... All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. From the air, we're coming to you live from the... And
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Harrison in at the point. And for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. Their turnaround jumper. Here's Gordon. Passes to Rivers. Launches it. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard. Porter pulls it in.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotation.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
And George with the stuff.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Harrison passes to Rivers. We're about 1 minute into the first. Harrison kicks to Gordon. And he converts the layup.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Jackson from long range. Here's Zubac. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Pass to Jokic. And he banks in the layup.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Here's Jackson. Zubac kicks to Leonard. A 3 from Morris. And that one is off. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
The Nuggets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. and just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The drive by Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And when Jokic drives, he's like a freight train with that great physical ability, able to kind of push the defense wherever he wants them to go.
Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 7. Kept alive. The second effort. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 8 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The putback. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rivers kicks to Gordon. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this one.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Pass to McGee. Morris against Kennard. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Morris. 58 seconds left in the first. Gordon, the pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Rondo's shot is off.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
McGee, and he drops it in from the low post.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Count it, good.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
Morris looking over the floor. And the pass to Millsap. Kicks it to McGee. Morris outside. Here's Gordon. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Gordon's got his second basket of the game. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. He's out there with JaVale McGee. Monte Morris is out there with Paul Millsap. It's good. Jokic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the paint, it's tipped. Jokic with the steal. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Pass to Jokic. shoots over Batum. Jokic, no good. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Mann. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Jokic. Pulls up on the wing. That one a little long. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
McGee up top. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Morris against Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jokic. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks. Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center. There were a lot of ways he could have finished that one, but he's decided to keep it classy with the finger roll.
Pass to Millsap. 1:27 left in the first half. Makes it off the glass. Millsap's got his first points of the game. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Bol, he's checked in for Denver. .46 seconds left to play in the first half. The pass to Morris. Bol kicks to Morris. Bol with it. Leonard's there. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Zubac. Clippers trail by 5. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Passes it to McGee. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Nuggets on top. They're up. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half.
absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. And there's Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's George. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bull the pass to Rivers. Denver passing it around. He kicks it to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Bull with it. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Jokic, no good. Clippers trail by 5. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Morris.
A beast on the dribble drive. You see Kawhi right there, undeterred by contact.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Jokic. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's George. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Rivers scanning the floor. Now the pass to Jokic. Outside Porter, 5 to shoot. Here's Bull, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in, and then for Denver. Green, he's checked in for Jokic. And Gordon subbed in for Bull. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Green kicks to Rivers. Porter outside. Morris with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dry.
Pass to Beverly. For the tie. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gordon dishes to Green. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. Gordon's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Austin Rivers. Right side, Batum. For the tie, here's Zubac. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. And that one's good. Millsap.
A rugged finish from Millsap, undeterred by the defense.
Outside Rondo, down low. Zubac the pass to Rondo. Outside Batum. Los Angeles with another miss. Denver leading by 4. Out to Morris. Outside Gordon.
Los Angeles foul.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throw.
George is checked in for Los Angeles.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. They get it back. Zubac and Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Morris with the ball. And the basket by Gordon.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Gordon. Green is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Austin Rivers. McGee inside. Zubac defending. Clock is at 3. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Leonard in for Kennard. And here's Rondo. Plays it up and banks it in.
Got to respect the attacking mindset of Rondo. Always looking to go right to the cup.
Pass to Rivers. Kicks it to McGee. To the wing right side. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Green. He kicks it to McGee. Sweet move, and it's McGee with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Pass to Morris. There's the pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. George way outside. Can't hit that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Now Green. Passes to Rivers. And McGee kicks to Gordon. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Morris. Here's the break. From deep 3-point range, Denver grabs the miss. Green with the ball. George picks him up. Pass to McGee. And he makes good on the layup. And now it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
Rondo looking over the floor. Here's Zubac. Rondo finds Zubac. Outside for George. Goes up again. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Rondo with the steal. George, that's a two-pointer, and jammed down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
Rondo, known for his quick hands on defense, that time turned it into offense.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. 1:36 left to play here in the fourth. Gordon, and he uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for Aaron Gordon.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
Rondo with a clean look. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. George against Rivers. Outside Gordon. Back to Rivers. Clock at 4. That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. To the paint, here's Leonard. Outside for George. Morris outside. Feeds it to George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're leading by 8. Stolen by Jackson.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups. No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Right wing, and here's Millsap from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Now that is something Millsap can do for you. Stretch the defense.
Now here's George. From deep. That shot off the mark. So we see Denver get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps up. the Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Harrison in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Mavericks, they've got Willie Cauley-Stein. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Now here's Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The putback, offensive rebound, pass to Jokic. Now on the scoring column with that bucket, 1 for 2 this game.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Jokic. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Porter.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here's Doncic, and that one is good. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And it's Jokic missing. Here's Dallas. Richardson the pass to Porzingis, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Doncic finds Porzingis. Ball's knocked loose. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And here are the Nuggets now. After Luka Doncic's bucket. Back to Jokic. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Now, here's Doncic. D right on him. Kicks it out to Richardson. Jacks up a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Campazzo. No good that time, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Campazzo can't get the putback. Richardson against Porter. Richardson, no luck. Denver in the lead. Campazzo, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open team.
Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Cauley-Stein in the post. Millsap covering. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to Porzingis. On the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Gordon's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets leading by 4. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Harrison scanning the floor. The pass to Gordon. Doncic with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway. Doncic has got 6. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Nuggets. Passes it to Gordon. Dishes it to Millsap. Lob pass to Gordon. Harrison passes to Porter. Low block shot. The 8-footer. And stolen by Richardson. Fast break Dallas. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Jokic. Millsap trying to get open, and Jokic slams it in.
They've got an effective passing big man in Millsap. He does a lot for their chemistry.
Doncic outside. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rebound by the Nuggets. And another fast break opportunity for Denver. Here we go. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Richardson outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
They've got Dwight Powell, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Berg in at the 2. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Well, the activity of Aaron Gordon, so solid at reading the opposition and taking his chances.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
You know, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And you watch Bol on the defensive end, boy, he's got a lot of potential, especially as he adds strength to that frame.
Gordon dishes the Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Marjanovic passes to Hardaway. That one's good from the corner. Hardaway has got his first basket.
How about the timing from Hardaway Jr. looking very comfortable taking shots after catching the pass.
Pass to Bol. The 3-ball. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Burke. Finished off the break.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morris passes to Bol. Kicks it to McGee. The feed to Bol. The rebound by Marjanovic. The Mavericks shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Powell. And no good. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Bol dishes to Gordon. To the middle. Out to Morris. Pass to Rivers. Feeds to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Powell finds Burke. And here is Marjanovic. And Bol pulls it down. Inside. Here's McGee. Got a piece of it.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
Goes back up, and the layup good by McGee. McGee's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Doncic following the basket by Jokic. To the inside, Millsap with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Richardson.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Doncic right side. Here's Cauley Stein. Out to Doncic. Clock at 6. In the corner, it's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Denver also making a switch. Rivers, he's checked in for Harrison.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent, and now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be. All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Powell kicks to Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here's Rivers. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Harrison. Jokic is out there at Bull. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Rivers in at the shooting guard position. Here's Gordon. The Mavericks making the shot. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mavericks trail by 12. Doncic with it. He has 6. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Rivers passes to Harrison. Now here's Gordon. Jokic inside. He's against Porzingis, and the basket is good.
Nice touch on the jump shot. Jokic's shooting ability changes his team's definition of spacing.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. The offensive rebound. Marjanovic. It's blocked.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bull the pass to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Denver passing it around. Jokic against Porzingis. And Jokic wide open. He shoots offline with the baseline jumper. For Dallas, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, you have got to take this shot away from Luka Doncic. He's too good to be given the mid-range look.
Now Rivers. He kicks it to Bull. Rivers trying to get open. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Rivers. Bull's got 7 points.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the 3 in today's game.
Back to Doncic. That's tipped. 4-on-3 break. Floats it up for Jokic. Porzingis with the block. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor. Denver leading by 13. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Hardaway. Trey Burke's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. The Nuggets also changing it up. JaVale McGee comes in for Jokic. And it's JaMychal Green in for Bull. Now here's Rivers. And there's the pass to Gordon. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Finney-Smith, a guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
A different look for Dallas. Doncic is checked in for Redick, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Trey Burke. Morris kicks to Millsap. There's 1:47 left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Morris, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Brunson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Doncic gets it to go.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Passes it to Millsap.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Doncic. McGee with the block. Floats it up for Millsap. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the lead is down inside single digits. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
Porter dishes to Morris. Back to Porter. 1 second left. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Richardson. Maxi Kleber is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Brunson in at the guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. It's stolen by Green. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. The Mavericks pull it in. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. They need to avoid that. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Bol comes in for Green. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Porter. And it's Austin Rivers in for Harrison. Here's Gordon. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 11. Porzingis passes to Cauley-Stein. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. A different look for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. And Denver also making a switch. Morris is checked in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Marjanovic against Jokic. The jump hook. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Redick for three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to Morris for three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cauley-Stein goes in. Here's Doncic. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Morris passes to Jokic. Down low. And it's Bol that time on the assist by Morris.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And Redick kicks to Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And then Rivers with the dunk.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Second chance shot, and Marjanovic with the layup.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Morris against Doncic. Shot from 16. That one doesn't drop. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Gordon against Hardaway. Here's Cauley-Stein, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Outside Gordon. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. He had a nice open look right there. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jokic.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really both ends, a scrappy player.
The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Rivers dishes to Morris. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. He lobs it up, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard-fought. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Soaring high above the Willamette. Now it's in.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Rivers. Michael Porter's out there with Bull. And it's Nikola Jokic. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Porter. To the left wing. Here's Jokic. And it falls over the rim and in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. They swipe it. Here's Jokic. Here's Bull. The kick out to Porter. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Here's McCollum. And it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Covington finds McCollum. He's off on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way. Campazzo. Covered by Lillard. Bull. No good on the triple. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the basket by McCollum.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Such a wide open look.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here is Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over you.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside, Porter. Here's the 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's McCollum. To the middle, Jokic with the steal. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
And running the break is about being opportunistic. Now, right there, Rivers doing just this and being rewarded for it.
Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. 5 on the clock. Inside. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Out to the wing. Back to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw good from Hollis Jefferson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Now here's Rivers. Pass to McGee. And Cantor pulls it down.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Simons surveying the D. Portland moving the ball around. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Jones. And that ties it up.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Rivers with it. Cantor covering. Millsap kicks to Rivers. Back to Millsap. They kick it out to Green. Another shot. Millsap passes to Green. They get a hand on it. Taken away by Anthony. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Harrison. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Millsap. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
It's all tied in Portland. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Harrison in at the 1. Powell, no one around him, drills it from outside. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Morris inside. Powell on it. It's stolen by Anthony. And again, Portland running the court in transition. Up again. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets trail by 3. Morris finds McGee. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
When you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way, because they know he can go up and get it.
The pass to Cantor. Morris looking over the floor. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Giles. Millsap covering. Out to Anthony. Back to Giles. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Very pretty alley-oop layup. And now it's a 3-point Denver lead.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Here's Giles, covered by Morris. Giles, the pass to Cantor. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
A true inside-outside player. We know Cantor can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer range.
Morris against Powell. Morris kicks to Millsap. To the paint. Out to Morris. 6 to shoot. Throws it up high, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Denver also making some changes. Bol comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Rivers in for Harrison. Lillard with no one around. Off target from three-point range.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Jokic passes to Rivers. Shoots a fader. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. To the inside. Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And the shot is long. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Rivers kicks the ball. Back to Rivers. Passes to Porter. That's tipped. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. He was all alone on that one. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Rivers passes to Porter. This one for 3. That shot, no good. Here's Jones. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the opening period. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, as he gets into his 30s, can Lillard be even better than he is now?
His shooting won't go away. That's going to be consistent, correct? That's what I think. He's already changed his game to be a sniper. Not really a driver like he.
And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Enes Kanter, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists from him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Harrison's checked in for Denver. Here's McCollum. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Now Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Rivers. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. And the dunk by Bol.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. Back to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Good defense by Jokic.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Bull with it. Covington's there. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
For the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Robert Covington. Now here's Lillard. Out to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Cullen passes to Cantor. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum, no good.
They know they can't give him that shot. The D's are over it, not even giving him an inch of space.
Here's Bull. Lays it up and banks it in. Bull's got 6 in the quarter.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Lillard from outside buries it from 3-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's Harrison. No points in the game yet for him. And the pass to Jokic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. One-on-one fast break. Lobs it up for Anthony. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Harrison kicks to Rivers. Bull with it. Anthony on him. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And now Portland on the break. There's Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it out to McCollum. Stolen by Rivers. Harrison passes to Jokic. And stolen by Lillard. Hollis Jefferson with it. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Cantor, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
Now that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Harrison kicks to Jokic. To halt the run. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Harrison passes to Porter. Good work defensively by Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 8. And a wide open look for McCollum. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Pass to Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
And providing the score, boy, they need it. That stops a 12-0 run by Portland.
Lillard, right side. Lets it go with the 3. With the tip. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 11. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Michael Porter's out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap. Aaron Gordon comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Rivers. Gordon finds McGee. Knocked loose. Gets stolen by Jones. Inside, here's Giles. No good on that one. And it's Denver the other way. Here's Morris. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Simons. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Anthony right side. Kicks to Powell. 4 on the clock. Here's Giles. That one off the back iron and out. The Nuggets trail by 9. McGee with it. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Powell for 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Morris with the bucket. Here's Simons. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Powell, the pass to Giles. Back to Powell. Out to Anthony. Down low. Here's Giles. And Jones has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Morris with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And there's the call. It's going to be...
And the background of how the whole coach's challenge rule came into effect started back a few years ago. G League tried it out. They had it in the Summer League, and I think it's a great advancement.
Well, there's no doubt how proactive the league, Greg, has been in identifying new ways to ensure the officiating is as good as it can be. This seemed to be really just part of the natural progression. And it adds, in fact, even a bit of an additional interest level as well. So Portland ends up going with the new group. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Jokic kicks to Millsap. Floats it up for Jokic. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Rivers can't get it to go. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. 1:51 left in the game. Over to the left wing. Back to Rivers. Jokic inside. Alice Jefferson's there.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And Jokic drops them both. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11 points. 1:31 left here in the fourth quarter. Nobody near Nurkic. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
McGee with no one around. The putback, Jokic on the follow.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Lillard outside. McCollum outside. It's Covington on the wing. Feeds it to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Lillard slams it in.
Respect the leaping ability of Lillard or you'll get dunked on.
Rivers scanning the floor. Pass to Harrison. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And McGee kicks to Jokic. Stolen by McGee.
And not sure they've got enough time to...
Tell us how you really feel
about that finish. Oof. And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. 5 on the clock. A 3 from McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
The quick, accurate release. McCollum thrives on catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Lets the 3 fly. Frames it from downtown.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the club.
So the Trailblazers win it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it